Good evening, my friend, and welcome to Lucy Red Stadium, where tonight the San Diego Mavericks travel to take on the Tulsa Desperados. My name's Pete Zauer. Alongside me this evening will be Anthony Ellison, and we have a huge matchup here on this Friday afternoon. And both teams come into this game with a 5-5 record, 2 weeks left in the regular season. Winner, they're looking pretty good to make the playoffs here. The loser of this game, their chances will slowly slip away, and they will have to rely on a lot of outside factors next week. Anthony, big game here tonight in Tulsa.
Very big game for both teams. So you have to treat every game going forward like it's a playoff game, like it's one and done, regardless of what the schedule looks like next week or all the other stats about strength of schedule or whatnot. You got to treat the game right in front of you like this could be it for your season. So you need to put everything out there. Coaches, you need to pull out everything in your playbook to bring out the best in your team, because this is a one and done situation. You got to have that mindset going forward for the whole entire game.
And that is certainly going to be the case as we are getting ready to kick things off here from Lucy Red Stadium, where a huge game is in hand here tonight. Both these teams, as I mentioned, 5-5 record. Tulsa, a home favorite here, favored by 4.5, and they will be starting with the ball. The kick is up, and it is away, and things are underway here as the kick will be returned out the end zone up to the 20, 25, and that is where the ball will remain at the 27-yard line as it was returned by the league's leading receiver, Gabriel Manning. Let's introduce you to the Tulsa Desperados offense. And quarterback, we have the league's leading passer, Michael Brown, in terms of passing yardage. At halfback, Phoenix Jones and Deion James share the snaps. At fullback is Lars Bazar. Receivers, Sanzo Robinson, Alexander West, Jay Viper, and Gabriel Manning. And then the tight ends, DJ Bandit and Marquis Songo. First play is going to be a pass. Brown throws over the middle, and it is going to fall to the ground after a deflection. It will be second down and 10.
And it's coming out already, passing the ball for the leading passer, going against a San Diego team that's ranked third against the pass. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup that we're going to see the whole entire game.
Yeah, keep an eye. I mentioned league's leading receiver, Gabriel Manning, having a big year. 82 catches, 1,288 yards, 9 touchdowns. He's having a monster year, and Tulsa open for a monster game out of him tonight. Brown drops back in the pocket, throws right side, and it is brought in by Manning there with a hard contested catch on the sideline, and it's first down.
And this is something I was hoping that it was going to do something different with running the ball to establish it. But no, they're going to go to the number one receiver in the league, and they're going to test out the secondary early to see if they're ready. If this is the plan, heavy dose of Manning, this is going to be a good time. Get the rhythm early for your quarterback and receiver.
Brown has 2,623 yards on the year and 18 touchdowns. The yards lead the league. The touchdowns are second. He's going to send a man into motion here at the line of scrimmage. That is Jay Viper. Now they have trips set out to the left-hand side of the field. Defense looks like they're going to respect the pass here. Brown moves in the pocket, throws over the middle of the field, and it is caught over the middle by who else but Gabriel Manning. His second catch already in the first minute of the game here. It is second down and 5.
And the thing, Pete, is you're going to see how Manning's lining up. Is he going to line up outside in the slot? And who is going to follow him? Are they going to do a man coverage, or are they going to be doing zone?
It looks like right now we're seeing a little bit of zone here, as it's going to be a toss play, right-hand side. That's a lot of space out to the right side, and that's a gain. No, he runs backwards, but he still gets the first down. Phoenix Jones does, and that is a first down, Desperados. And I like the play call there, Anthony. They saw the defense was playing for the pass, and they took advantage of the soft coverage.
Correct. It was a lighter box. It wasn't that many in the box right there, and that's a good job making that read of running the football there.
So it'll be first and 10 for Brown. Brown's going to toss it left side this time to James, and James is met at the line of scrimmage. A good tackle is made there by Freddie Trammell.
And that time they was ready for 48 tackles of the season for Trammell, and that's a good job just reading what the play is going to be, making them pass the ball. So if a team can make you one-dimensional, it's going to make it easier to play defense.
I formation. First time we've seen this. Brown will pass. Brown throws left side of the field. It's caught. Manning breaks his defender. He's down the sideline and in for 10th touchdown of the year. Gabriel Manning, and a monster season for him gets even bigger.
Look, they were trying to run the ball, but they realized what got them to this situation right here was passing the ball. You got to have more than one person guarding Manning right there. You can't just do press coverage because that's going to get beat all day. We saw it all season long. Just a simple, nice pitch and catch right there. I love the way he moved the defensive back off the line. Just an easy catch and a touchdown. Good way to start the opening drive for Tulsa.
So in Tulsa, the Desperados strike first, and here we go for the extra point. It'll be Takeda Yuki, and the kick is up, and it is good. It is now 7-0 in favor of Tulsa. Yuki, perfect on the year for his kicks. So a great start to this game here for Tulsa, and as we mentioned, Anthony, a lot of playoff implications on the line. That was a 44-yard touchdown there for Manning, which, by the way, if you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sidelines and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Join the community button in your career or just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. So it's going to be a fair catch in the end zone, and we'll get first look at the San Diego offense here from the 20-yard line. Let me introduce you to the San Diego offense. At quarterback is Johnny Pickler. Their running back is Hunter McWaffle, fullback Rob Knoll. The receivers are Easton King, Dave Axis, Eagle Mondavi, Doug Britton, and B. Robo. The tight ends are Benji Matson and Adam Williams. Here we go. It's going to be the first play of the game. Pickler under center. Has McWaffle in the backfield. This is a team that likes to run the ball a lot with McWaffle in the run on the first play. It goes left side, breaks one tackle, does McWaffle, and he gains a tough yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
So this offense is a little bit different than Tulsa. They do like to have more of a balance. They want to run the ball on early downs here. Is what's going to be key is getting a couple yards on a first down so you don't have to go strictly to the pass.
Yeah, there's no one player that truly stands out statistically for San Diego, but they have a lot of guys just having good, solid years through the Mavericks. Big drive here, though. They want to answer back after Tulsa stormed down the field on their opening drive. Pickler looking to throw, first time of the game, steps up in the pocket, and it's intercepted over the middle of the field, and it's going to be returned to the 30, to the 25, and Tulsa with a dream start to this game after the interception from J-Rock.
And that right there is just disguising zone covers right there. Did not see J-Rock in the slot right there. Left his receiver recognizing the quarterback wanted to go over the top to that post route and just took it out of the air. We're seeing a touchdown already and a turnover for San Diego. So you have to stop the bleeding right here. Tulsa, this is a good chance to add points to get yourself a good lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now Tulsa is rocking, and San Diego may be feeling the nerves here of the home crowd as they are loud and proud in a game with massive playoff implications that I've mentioned much already, and I'll continue to mention throughout the night. Viper in motion, left side of the field. Brown under center. And he will snap the ball. Brown, lots of time in the pocket, throws middle of the field, looking, and a little bit too deep there in the end zone. I want to introduce you to the defense here for San Diego. At defensive end, they have Biff Markham. At defensive tackle, Butch Menner. Outside linebackers, R.C. Puff, Zach Haldorf, Freddie Trommel, Jeff Gahn, and Al Farouk Aminu. Cornerbacks, Tanner Hendricks, Hank Leja, Tom Krieg, and Stuart Zomelia, and free safety Bob Funk, along with strong safeties David Leathers, Danny Carmichael, King Bradshaw, and Nate Hall. Brown looking to pass here. 2nd down, throws right side, and a great job on defense there. That time the defender was actually, I believe, one of the backup players here for this team, but it was good coverage nonetheless, and it will be 3rd down.
And right there, that's a good play call to send the pressure. So the receivers like to do those big routes right there, but it takes time. But if you send pressure, it's going to get the quarterback off balance, and that's what we just saw right there.
I apologize. That was Krieg on coverage there. Great coverage there by Krieg. And it'll be 3rd down. Brown drops back in the pocket, looks, has to rush out of the pocket, throws left side, fires, and it's caught! Gabriel Manning, his 2nd of the game, his 11th of the season, and this man has hands Blue, touchdown, Desperados.
Hands for days. They all started by the protection. San Diego sent 2 extra blitzers, but good job by the offensive tackle and the running back to pick up the blitz to give them time. And it doesn't matter. They try to do double covers, but that safety came over late, and it just threw a nice little fade route to the back that only Manning could catch. Fantastic, phenomenal catch by Manning. And this is just a quick start for Tulsa.
2 minutes and 51 seconds into the game, and Gabe Manning has scored twice. Here we go for the extra point. It is up, and it is good by Yuki, and it is 14-zip just in the blink of an eye here for the Desperados. What a dream start to this game for Tulsa, as Gabriel Manning, my goodness, mama, come get that man.
Ooh, this is the start that you didn't want to see if you're San Diego. Tulsa, this is everything. This is picture perfect right here. You were able to get a touchdown, open the drive, then interception, and went back to Manning for it. So now San Diego has to slow it down to stop this.
So it'll be the second look here at the San Diego offense. I want to introduce you to the Tulsa defense. At defensive end, we have Chris Andrews, also Berto DeMora. Defensive tackles, Mike Mello and Jaden Swift. Inside linebacker, David Ware. Outside linebackers, Philadelphia Collins and Tony Roberto. Cornerbacks, Nate Heslip, Jay Rock, and Cameron Shaw. Free safeties, Todd Rigsby and Travis Arthur. And strong safety, Marco Swift. So it's going to be first down and 10, and San Diego needs to answer back here because Tulsa is just shoving it down their throats right now in terms of their passing offense. Pickler needs a big answer here. They're going to send a man into motion. That's Britton. And it's going to be a toss play right to McWaffle. McWaffle, nice swim move out right, and he gets close to the first down. Not quite. It'll be second down and 1.
And good job by San Diego. Don't change your game plan because you're down a couple scores. There's a lot of ball game left. This is early in the first quarter. You know you do like to have a balance right here. 2nd and 1, you can throw the ball if you want to, because if you don't get it, you got 3rd and 1 to run the ball.
Pickler under center I formation defense. Looks like they're bringing a little pressure, and they do, and it's a handoff and will not get there for the first down. That handoff actually went up to the backup running back that time, Fred McAfee. And it'll be 3rd down and 1, and now here for the Mavericks, a big 3rd and 1. So Pickler gets back up to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver out right. Looks like they're bringing out 12-man here. And it's going to be a quarterback sneak, and it's a good one. Pickler up the middle gets the first down, and a great play call there on 3rd and 1.
Oh, I love that play call because the defense was not ready for a quarterback sneak, and it was just, they saw the opening. It was literally right between that center and the right guard because there's nobody in front of the center. Just found exactly the hole they need to get a first down.
Looking to throw is Pickler. He has 3 receivers out right. He goes over the middle, and it is caught. Snuck it into a tight window there, does Pickler. Eagle Mondavi gets the first reception of the game here for the Mavericks.
And I'm gonna always say it on both sides. When you have a clean pocket, just like you had right there, it's easy to find the target and to deliver a strike. And that's exactly nice little in route, got in front of the defender, and was able to make that catch, hold on to it. And this is the type of drive you need. It's going to slow down Tulsa's momentum.
So they get the ball now onto the Desperados side of the field for the first time this game. They're going to go back to the I formation. McWaffle, the tailback. And it's going to be a handoff to the up back that time. It will not go very far for Rob Noel, maybe a yard. It's 2nd and 9. And Anthony, as they move now onto the Desperado side of the field, maybe some of that home crowd quieting down and the nerves will help the Mavericks here.
Just, you want to control the crowd right here, and they're trying to do that on this drive.
2nd down and 9. Pickler runs around the pocket, throws out right. It is caught, and it is a good one. Benji Metzen, the tight end, picks up a first down there. Nice run after the catch.
And I love it. It's looking at your read. So you try to look down the field, but they're playing a cover 4. They're playing a deep cover. So right there, they just check down to the fullback right there, and it was able to get the first down. It doesn't always have to be flashy, but just whatever the chance you can to get a first down, you go for it.
1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickler. Stands in the pocket, fires deep over the middle, and it is caught down to the 10-yard line. They enter the red zone here. A nice reception by B. Robo. Robo, a 6'5" receiver, is always one of my more favorite skill position players to watch here. He's such an electric player.
Yeah, and leads the team in reception right there. This throw is a confidence throw. That means that this drive, he was able to make some completions. The quarterback felt really comfortable throwing the strike over the middle, knowing that Robo was going to catch it.
Robo, the team's leading receiver with 706 yards on the year, adds more to his total there. Pickler all day in the pocket, throws, end zone, it's picked off! His second of the game, J-Rock, and that one's going to be taken back to the 20-yard line, and J-Rock on the defense, Gabriel Manning on the offense. It's a two-man show in Tulsa.
So what I'm going to say is maybe next time you come out, you throw it to the left. Don't throw it to J-Rock. Same type of coverage. J-Rock had responsibilities on the underneath route, but looked at the eyes of Pickler and recognized that, hey, I can go for the interception that's behind me. It's just phenomenal play once again to peel off and get it.
It's the Tulsa two-step, J-Rock and Gabe Manning. Brown on offense, throws left side. Who else? Gabe Manning, but he runs backwards, still gets out, breaks a tackle up the middle of the field. Manning to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10. My goodness, they're going to be partying in downtown Tulsa tonight. Manning with his third of the game. What can't this man do? Oh, my goodness.
You got to tackle. Tackle first. That's the thing I'm going to say about the defense. You got to tackle first. But, folks, we might be seeing a record-setting night. This might be going down in history. When you got 3 touchdowns before the quarter ends, this is all because you got to tackle. Broke 2 tackles, and it's daylight. Look at all the green. There's nobody in front of him. This is just a dynamic receiver. We're seeing one of the all-time greats right here. Please record it, take a picture, recognize that this is greatness that we're seeing right here. And what a start for Tulsa. They're capitalizing on the turnovers. 14 points potentially off of 2 turnovers. That's what you want to do if you're a team. You capitalize on the turnovers and get points out of it.
170 freaking yards, 3 touchdowns, and oh yeah, we're 6 minutes into this game. Oh my goodness, that reminds me of that one game where Randy Moss had like 3 catches for 3 touchdowns and 180 yards. Gabe Manning, in a quarter, has 170 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 catches. My goodness. Here's the kickoff, as it has been a 2-man show. J-Rock, Gabe Manning in Tulsa, and San Diego, with their season on the ropes right now, they need an answer big time here. They're going to bring the ball up to the 20, breaks a tackle 25, up to the 27, and San Diego desperately needs an answer.
Yeah, and they were doing a good job last drive. They picked up 3 first downs. They ran the ball early. They made good throws. Pickler had confidence in the throws, started making them over the middle, had some tight windows, and the line did a good job protecting it. Line is killing it on the blocking. It's just the mistake. You got to recognize that zone coverage that Tulsa is doing is disguising J-Rock. Don't throw it to him.
Pickler needs to take a deep breath and lock in. His team needs him. I said, season on the ropes here. It's early in the ball game, a lot of game left to play, but they can't let this bleeding continue. Pickler throws middle, caught, nice catch right side of the field. That one is caught by the tight end. That is Matson.
So the thing that Pickler has to do, and this is quarterbacks in general, if you get a turnover, you got to forget about it when you come out there the next drive. You can't be scared to throw it. You recognize that it happens in life. It happens in the game of football. You're going to make mistakes. You got to fix it, but don't forget about it.
And here's a handoff to the fullback. That will pick up a first down, I believe, depending on where they spot it. It will. Good carry there by Knoll. Picks up the first down. And that's the good thing here, Anthony. It's so early in the game. It's not like San Diego just needs to start throwing the ball all over the place to try to come back. They have all game to come back.
And the thing is, San Diego can do the same thing Tulsa can do. So you just got to believe, and you have to understand that, all right, we're down by a little bit, but we can do this. We can drive the ball. They did it. They just threw a timely interception in the red zone.
Britton lines up right side on the motion, throws that way, and it is caught by Britton with tight coverage there from Rock. I don't know if I'd be throwing that way, but I like Pickler with the confidence. He gets the catch there to Britton.
I wish I can get my microphone down to the coach and say, hey, I would be careful throwing that, because that's the same type of play that J-Rock intercepted it. He has the underneath coverage, but peels off to that post route. Just have to be careful, or it's going to be a long game there. But hey, first down, and once again, they're driving.
1st and 10. Pickler in the offense. They moved the ball. Remember, they got down to the 10-yard line last drive before they had an interception, and they continue to move it here. Pickler throws in the pocket, and it is caught again by Britton, and that time it was a good reception for a first down. So this offense is moving here, Anthony. They just need to finish a drive.
Pickler only has 2 incompletions. Now, unfortunately, the 2 incompletions are interceptions, but right now he's 5 for 7, 71% completing. He's making good throws. It's the thing is, it's just 2 interceptions kind of hurt like your stats and everything like that. So, but you can turn it around easily.
Pickler doing a good job keeping his team's heads down in this game. Trip per set of receivers out to the left side of the field. It'll be a handoff to McWaffle. McWaffle, nice hole up the middle, gains 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 5. And I just want to remind everyone, both these teams 5-5. Only 2 weeks left. Next week is the last week of the season. The winner of this game has a very strong shot at making the playoffs if they can win their game next week. Denver is Tulsa's opponent next week. Indianapolis is San Diego's opponent next week. So both of them have pretty winnable games. Here's a handoff to Knoll. Knoll gains 2 on the carry. It's 3rd and 3. But a win in this game sets you up nicely to make a playoffs, where a loss makes things pretty difficult.
So that's why, like, you got to treat everything like a one and done situation. So you got to throw everything you have out here, because you don't want to be in a situation where you got to hope for other teams to mess up for you to get in.
3rd and 3. Big 3rd and 3. If I'm San Diego, I got to be thinking touchdown here. It goes to McWaffle. McWaffle fights like heck. Did he get there? Oh, he was close, but no cigar. 4th and 1. And let's see if they bring out the field goal unit. It's early enough in the game, Anthony, where I think I'd probably kick it as much as I'd hate to.
Take your points. You really have to take your points here, especially what's been going on, because you don't want to leave another drive without anything on the board.
Cliff Allen comes out to attempt a 34-yard field goal. The hold is good. The kick is up right down Broadway. It is good. And San Diego put some points on the board there, 21-3. I like the call. Put some points on the board. Show your team, hey, look, we got some points now. Now let's build off that.
Yeah, and now you want to challenge your defense in a positive way. Hey, let's get a stop here. We show you that we can score points. We just need to stop one person, and that's Manning, because he's right now giving y'all problems.
So here's the kickoff for San Diego, and the first quarter's not over yet. Gabe Manning might go for 4. We will see. Here is the return from the 1-yard line. Manning brings it up to the 20, and he will get up to the 27-yard line, and that's where the Desperados will take over with the ball. And let's see if this defense can make any sort of adjustments. I'll be honest right now, Anthony. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm putting 3 guys on number 18 side of the field, and I'm not too worried about it. You got to find a way to stop him.
I am not letting Manning catch another football. I don't care what you have to do. I want the other receivers and tight ends to beat me, because Manning has done enough already to my team. So I'm going to put some spies up there. If I'm San Diego, go back to the pressure. You're trying to get to the quarterback.
Well, it's going to be 1st and 10. Brown having an excellent game himself, too. We keep talking about Manning, but Brown really has done a good job. And a nice sack in there for San Diego. The defense got home that time, and on the sack that time was Jeff Ganj.
Yeah, and that right there, just a nice little inside move. That's the pressure that you need to keep up with if you're San Diego. I just love it. Wasn't nothing fancy. It was just beating the tackle with an inside move to get to the quarterback.
I apologize. It's Gagne, how you pronounce that name. My apologies to Jeff Gagne. It's 2nd and 16 now for Brown. Trip set of receivers out left. Looking to throw is Brown. Brown throws left side, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Manning, but the coverage there was good, and they had 2 guys on Manning that time. Was not going to get that one in there.
And don't be fooled about what's happening already. San Diego is 3rd in the league against passing. It might not show it, but just keep on watching this game. You'll see that they are good against the pass.
3rd and 16. Brown looking to throw. Looks left side all day. Could build a house in the pocket, and he threw it straight at the defense. It is dropped. Oh, my goodness. A fantastic look at the ball there with Stuart Zomilia, but he cannot bring it in. Nonetheless, it's a positive play. They'll force the punt, and San Diego, for the first time this game, gets their defense off the field with no damage done.
I love it. It was a blanket coverage. You had somebody underneath the receiver and over the top. The underneath receiver's responsibility is doing exactly that. That could have been a pick six right there, but it's a great stop for San Diego.
Here's the punt, and you see the bottom of the screen. The all-time leading receiving yard record in the game is 377. As here we go, right side, Britton, good return there, gets up to the Tulsa 47, and on 4K23, it is a 237 yards is the record. The season high for Gabe Manning is 236 versus Carolina. So he's already getting close to that. But for now, San Diego, good return there. And now they are already on Tulsa's side of the field. And we're back for the second quarter. PDJ, Anthony Ellison. And first quarter, you can describe it as the Gabe Manning J-Rock quarter. Let's see if the second quarter is the Johnny Pickler quarter, as he had a good end of the first quarter. Let's see what they build off that. Pickler under center. Two receivers out right side. McWaffle in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to McWaffle, but McWaffle is met at the line of scrimmage. My goodness, nowhere to go there. Great job by David Ware.
Yeah, so we're going to see if this is going to be Pickler's quarter right here. I still like how they're committing to the run. They're doing a great job with that. Pickler is doing well passing the ball. Just got to be careful with that coverage.
2nd and 9. Pickler, toss, McWaffle. And once again, Ware doing a really good job right now. He's getting that instant pressure, and McWaffle only gains 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. And Ware having himself a good start to the second quarter.
So it's early in the game, but this is really a big 3rd down. You want to keep the momentum on your side. You don't want to get it back to Tulsa. You had a good field position from the punt right here. So just look to try to get to that 37-yard line.
Trip set of receivers out right. Pickler looking to sling it. Slings it over the middle, and it goes off of Ware's arm. Ware wasn't even trying to that time, but he deflected the pass. And unfortunately, that'll likely force a punt for San Diego. 4th and 7.
So being on like that side of the field, good job by Tulsa to force a 3 and out. So you're making San Diego punt. That means they get more time for Manning to get his yardage.
Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in here this evening, as so far a pretty exciting game from Tulsa's. That was a pretty exciting negative 2-yard punt return in terms of negative 2-yard punt returns.
A fumble, and then your teammate is there at the right time to pick it up, because that could have been scary. You got to call a fair catch. If you're behind the 10-yard line, put your feet on the 10-yard line and call that fair catch.
I didn't even notice that live, and I saw the replay. I was like, oh, that was interesting. So Brown's going to hand it off. Rare handoff here. We have not seen a lot of the run game here. Jones takes up the middle for a 6-yard gain, and with the way the passing attack has went, there's a lot of run lanes wide open here.
Yeah, because you're thinking about we have to guard the receivers here. So Tulsa maybe slow it down, choose some clock. I'll run the football. You have a great backfield in Jones and James that can get you the yardage.
And this time it will go to James. Deion James gains I think he might have gained a yard there, and it'll be 3rd down and 5. Rare 3rd down. Looking to 3rd down and 5. We'll see where the offense wants to go with the ball. Brown, 2 receivers outright. 2 backs in the backfield. Defense might be bringing pressure. Yes, they do. Brown throws middle of the field. It's caught one-handed. Gabe Manning. There goes that man. and again, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, 4 TDs, and we're 12 minutes into the game. My goodness, one of the all-time great games, and we're barely into the second quarter for the SFL. Gabe Manning, he did it again. Oh my goodness, Anthony, this is getting ridiculous.
One day I'm going to figure out defense. I promise you I'm going to figure it out. That right there, you saw two defenders run into each other. And what Gabe Manning do? Put his arms up, say, hey, I'm wide open. There was no safety help right there. They picked up the blitz. That is the gamble sometimes when you blitz a lot of people. Tulsa had a good job communicating at the line to pick up the blitz, and Manning is wide open. He is getting close to the all-time record. He has broken his own record right here, and this is just a phenomenal game to watch for Manning.
Here's the kick. It's good by Yuki. And that is the 4K23 single game receiving yards record. And there's still 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, my friends. Oh, my goodness. And the all-time record is 377. We're still a ways from that. But, I mean, we're trending that way right now if the defense doesn't put a man on Gabe Manning. Oh my goodness, 86-yard touchdown. And I mean, Anthony, they're building the statue out front right now. Construction has started.
Yeah, I gave him the first brick. And the thing is, you have to recognize if somebody is beating you for that much, you got to put some more extra coverage. The 3 touchdowns, there's no safety help behind. So it's just one-on-one coverage. I like that. You give confidence in your defensive back. No, not anymore. You got to put some safeties over there. You got to let him not catch the ball anymore. But then Tulsa is picking up all the blitz protection. I'm sorry. This is just phenomenal to watch from like the offensive line to the receiver.
Yeah, this all goes with everyone, right? The offensive line's giving Brown a lot of time to throw, and Brown is putting it on the money. That time, though, he overthrew him a bit, but Gabe Manning just put the one hand in the air and brought it down, and we are seeing perfection out of the Tulsa offense right now. In San Diego, I dare say they need a touchdown this drive. Pickler hands it off McWaffle. McWaffle just nowhere to go. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down 10. And it's early to say that, Anthony, but 28-3 in the second quarter. I think San Diego's got to get a touchdown this drive if they want to keep this thing close.
But San Diego also has to remember that they can't tie the game with one pass. So you got to stay disciplined. It's going to be really tough to stay disciplined because you're down by 4 touchdowns, 3.5 touchdowns. So you really got to do what you can to just one play at a time.
Pickler, 17 years to throw, and he throws it, and it is deflected by the defense. Dangerous pass there, and a good job on the coverage that time. That was Marco Swift.
And there's almost another interception right there. You got to be careful. I know you want to take big shots down the field, but this Tulsa defense, this zone coverage is really good.
3rd and 10. Big 3rd and 10. We're early in the game, but it's already big. Pickler rolls out left, fires back across his body, and he gets the catch. It is caught that time by Doug Britton, and a big catch your breath catch there for the Mavericks.
I can't express how much I appreciate Pickler. After having a rough beginning and still throwing the football with confidence, because that's a confidence throw. If you're not confident, you're not throwing it between 2 safeties, hoping. He knows that the receiver is going to catch the ball, and that's a good first down right there.
Pickler takes a deep breath here. They're up near the Tulsa 50-yard line at their own 47. Pickler rolls out right, throws, and it's fumbled. The ball is on the ground, and it's recovered by the defense. It is picked up, and it will be at the 30-yard line. Oh, my goodness, a great play there by Chris Andrews.
They brought a lot of pressure there. They picked up the initial blitz. I love the cut block right there by the running back, but it was just too many people coming, and it didn't look like the ball was going forward. That's a live football and a good recovery, but maybe if you're San Diego, I'm going to challenge it, because you need something to go your way.
They do challenge it, so here's the challenge, and we are going to let's take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at goretroid.com. So let's see what this is going to look like here. They're going to take a look,
it's what we're watching is, did the ball go forward? before the hit happened. If the ball go forward, that's an incomplete pass. But if it didn't, it is going to be a fumble, and it has to be like evidence that it went forward.
It was a bad look. I didn't like that angle. It's incomplete. They ruled it incomplete, and that's a huge break for the Mavericks. So that angle they showed us, it was hard to tell, but the Mavericks needed that one desperately.
Great job from the coaches up in the booth. They recognized, hey, I think the ball was moving forward, so let's give it a go. Good job with the challenge, and then right there, that's what you needed, because that would have been trouble.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 as San Diego gets a big break there. Pickler throws, McWaffle right. McWaffle runs, carries the defender forward 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 1. And McWaffle with one of his longer runs of the game right there.
Yeah, and then what a way, nice run. I love the lead block up there by the offensive lineman, and then dragging the defender another 3 yards. That's a strong run right there. A big 3rd and 1. Keep the ball going for San Diego.
McAfee's in the backfield this time on a 3rd down and 1 situation. Pickler is going to hand it off. This time it goes to the fullback, Knoll. Knoll does a good job. He picks up the 1st down. It's 1st and 10, and a fantastic job there by the fullback picking up the yardage.
A good job by the offensive line at the point of contact to just move them enough just to get the 1st down.
3 receivers out right side. Defense makes a little bit of a shift to the left there towards the heavy side of the field. It'll be a handoff. McWaffle bounces outside, breaks 2 tackles, carries the defender, and it's a 9.5-yard carry. It'll be 2nd and inches, and McWaffle starting to come to life here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I like it right there. The blocking has been phenomenal. Breaking 2 tackles to get that extra yardage right there. Running at 4.2 yards per carry, that's something that you love to see from your running back.
2nd and inches. The box is stacked. And it will go to the up back, Noel. Noel's done a good job in these situations. He does a good job again. Gains about 1.5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down.
And if people are watching this and they see the score, they probably think San Diego's not really doing a lot. They've been having good sustained drives. It's been 2 turnovers that cost them when they've been moving, but they've been in Tulsa territory 3 out of the 5 times they had it.
Throws deep over the middle. Pickler, and it is caught by Benji Matson over the middle of the field, and that is a 1st down, and they are once again down in the red zone here with about 5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
And the reason why they've been getting into the red zone is just giving a good strike right there, passing it to your tight end. It's a cover 3 defense. The seam routes are what you want to do on a cover 3 because the safety has to make a decision. And right there, Matson is just available, catch it, and just fall to the ground.
1st and 10, Pickler. Good protection, throws left side, and it is caught there by Doug Britton for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like that this is a really good drive right here. Just got a reminder, the last turnover happened in the red zone, and it was towards J Rock. So you got to recognize where he is at on the field and run the ball.
2nd and 3 here for the offense. And it's going to be a handoff, this time to Noel. Noel keeps the legs moving forward. Did he get there? No, not quite. About 1 yard short. It'll be 1st and goal. But now the offense has 3 shots from about the 2-inch line to try to punch it in.
And Tulsa's been having a hard time with that play. It's a fullback dive, so you're not – it's a quick pitch. It's a quick hit. And then it's really tough to defend it right here. If I'm San Diego, I'm standing on the ground. I'm giving it right back to the fullback.
I agree. I'd go Noel this time. Although McWaffle's the up back. It goes to McWaffle, and McWaffle does, or actually, I apologize. That was not McWaffle. That was, I believe, the backup fullback. Yep, Fred McCary got the touchdown, and his first snap of the game's a good one. San Diego gets on the board, and they chip a little bit into this Tulsa lead.
So now if you're thinking about if you're San Diego, you get this point. You go back out on defense. Somehow you stop them because you get the ball back at the third in the second half here. So if you can get Tulsa to do a 3 and out and get the ball back and you score, then we got ourselves a ball game here.
Cliff Allen for the extra point, and it is good. Scores 28-10. San Diego chips into the Tulsa lead. But Anthony, as you just said, you gotta do something here because this game they have yet to stop Manning one single time, and you got to stop him here with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, or this one's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, 3 people, just let them just hug him, make sure he doesn't go anywhere, and just try to deny him any yardage. You want Tulsa to beat you with the other players, not Manning. Manning has done enough, and you need to shadow him.
So it's first down and 10, and this offense well rested. That was a long drive. We'll see what Michael Brown and the offense can churn up here. Brown has one trip set of receivers left side of the field. They've been going trip set a lot. It'll be a handoff this time. Will not go very far on the carry. That was Phoenix Jones. 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8.
A good job by Stewart coming from the corner position to get that tackle right there. You want to stop any type of momentum right there. Good job by the defense.
This time, 2 receivers right, 1 out left. It's Manning. Looks like they're playing a deep zone on him. And the backfield. Brown at the line of scrimmage. It's going to hand off, delayed handoff this time to Jones. Jones gains about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4 after a solid run there from Jones. So far on the day for Phoenix Jones, he has about 5 attempts for 17 yards.
You know where it's going to. It's a pass play, probably to Manning.
Defense plays up here a little bit, which is surprising. 3rd and 4. They're going to send a man in motion across the field right now. That is DJ Band. And looking to throw is Brown. Brown is looking that way, throws deep over the middle of the field, and it's caught by Manning! Manning with another catch, almost stays on his feet, cannot quite. It's a 1st down after a gain of about 25 yards for Manning.
So what they try to do this time was try to blanket him, but you cannot let him get behind you. They had 3 people in coverage looking for Manning, and he got behind the coverage right there. That's so dangerous because that could have been another touchdown right there. You know they're going to throw they're going to throw the ball to him. You got to put a type of coverage that doesn't allow him to catch the ball.
Toss left side, and that run gains maybe about 3 or 4 yards. That one's to James. But yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was saying, Anthony, that I think if that was a little bit better throw, that one looked like it could have been gone. He had the defense beat. So on the game, 288 yards for Manning. He is within 100 yards of a single game receiving record here, and we're only in the first half. Brown, delayed handoff. This time it goes to Jones, and Jones gains about 3 or 4 on the carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6. They're going to pass the ball. You got to remember that. They're going to pass the ball, and they're probably going to pass it to fill in the blank.
So interestingly enough, Gabe Manning has 7 receptions for 288 yards and 4 touchdowns in the game. Those are also Michael Brown's stats. He has 7 completions for 288 yards and 4 touchdowns in the game. And we're in the first half. Trip set of receivers out right. Manning on an island left side of the screen. He's looking that way. Brown not even trying to hide it. Throws, and it's caught. Nice one-handed grab over the middle of the field. And that time it was caught by Jay Viper. That's the nice hands catch brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with one player in it. SFL 4K23. And a good snag there by someone not named Gabe Manning.
Oh, I love that right there. And sometimes it can be tough as a receiver if you're not getting the ball thrown your way. But you can tell right there, Viper is ready. Viper's like, hey, I'm ready whenever. You saw with the catch right there, took the hit and didn't drop the ball.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Brown. Lots of time in the pocket. Rolls out left. Fires left side. Oh, he threw it right to the defense, but it cannot be brought in there. And that one is dropped. Getting his hands on it, Freddie Trammell. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Woo! That could have did a lot right there because that would have potentially been a touchdown. Got to be careful. Probably throw it back to Manning because that's where your comfort zone is. Good job by San Diego's defense.
2nd and 10, a minute 28 to go in the first half. Tulsa trying to extend an already pretty large lead. Throws left side to Manning, and he could not bring that one in. It'll be 3rd down and 10 as he was in triple coverage that time.
Yeah, it was one of those situations where they like, Manning is somewhere down there. Let me just throw it up and see what happened. Good job by the coverage that time. It was a blanket coverage, and then they hit him right in time to knock the ball away. Big 3rd down for San Diego.
3rd and 10, and in a short, condensed part of the field, this might play into the defense's hand. We haven't seen this a lot. A lot of these long touchdowns have been, well, long. Man in motion, it's Alexander West. He moves down to the left-hand side. Brown drops back, looking to pass, throws over the middle, and that one's right to the defense, and oh my goodness, he bobbled it, he juggled it, he looked at it 5 times, but he could not bring it in, Bob Funk, and it will be 4th down and 10 and a possible field goal.
And when we look back at this game, we're going to recognize that San Diego has dropped 3 interceptions. That could be the game right there. That could be the difference of us having a 20-28 ball game right now. If you get those interceptions and turn them into points. But now Tulsa caught a break. They got a field goal, and now they're up more.
And Takota Yuki scores once again, and that is the 2nd field goal of the game for Yuki. And actually the 1st field goal, my apologies for Yuki, and that makes the game 31-10. But now a minute 16 left for San Diego. If they can make something happen here quick, they get the ball at halftime. If they can double down here, this is interesting. A minute 16 is not a lot of time though here, Anthony.
It's not. So you got to think about it. If you feel like you cannot push that ball down the field, it is okay to take a knee and let's talk about it, because you're going to get the ball back here. But the one thing you don't want to do is force the ball, and some person named J-Rock gets the interception. He already has 2 so far.
With the game score considered, I think I do be slightly aggressive here. I agree. I wouldn't do anything too silly, but with the situation at hand, this is your best shot to get back in the game. I think I'm being aggressive, and Pickler sees something he likes. He calls an audible right at the line of scrimmage here. 2 receivers left side. The back is Hunter McWaffle, and it's going to be a throw. Pickler over the middle, throws deep left, and it is caught by the tight end, Benji Matson. Benji having a pretty solid game so far. Calling the timeout is San Diego. For Matson, he had 3 receptions for 31 yards before that catch, and that's another one for probably about another 20 there. And actually, no, it was a 10-yard catch. My apologies. He has 4 for 41, and that is a 1st down.
Catch.
Mavericks here. Looking to throw again. Pickler throws over the middle, and it's caught again by Matson. Another about 15-yard catch. They call the quick timeout. Only 1 timeout left here, and I love the aggression because you have a chance to double dip here. They score a touchdown now. They score the one out of halftime. It's 31-24 here, Anthony, and it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, and I love the aggressiveness right there. Recognize that this is for your playoff life. So you don't want to sit back. Attack the field.
Pickler feeling it right now. Looking again, middle of the field. Pickler throws, and it's picked off! Oh, this one's going back left side. He has a whole daylight ahead of him. That one is a house call. Touchdown, Swift. Marco Swift takes it to the house, 37-10, and just like that, the Desperados say, not in our house.
Look, I don't want to be that person. I did say before the drive, the one thing you do not want to do is give it back to the defense. This hurts. This hurts me, hurts everybody who's watching for San Diego, because you didn't want this to happen. You're driving well. This has been the story of the first half. San Diego drives the ball really well, and then one mistake costs you. 3 turnovers led to 3 touchdowns, and that is the difference of the game so far right here. And that really hurts if you're San Diego.
For Tulsa right now, it's early in this game. There's a lot of game left to play, but their shot of making the playoffs, it's looking good. Here's the kick. It is up. It is good. 38-10 is now the score. San Diego does get the ball of the half. We must remember that. But Tulsa, they can hold on in this one. They play Denver. That comes into this week with a 2-8 record next week, and pretty much controlling their own playoff destiny at that point. Things are looking good here, Anthony, for the Desperados.
Yeah, you can really control the game the rest of the way.
Don't count out the Mavericks yet. the final nail's not in the coffin for this game for them, but it's getting late pretty early. They're going to need some things to really start going their way. Britton returns it up the middle. Britton with a good return up to about the 34-yard line, and that is where San Diego will take over.
Ooh. San Diego right here, I would just, let's take it into the half right here. You don't want to do anything that can make it worse for you and going into it. You get the ball back. You want to see what adjustments you can make on offense.
It's 1st and 10. Pickler has McWaffle in the backfield, kind of expecting a carry to McWaffle here. No, Pickler wants to throw. Pickler throws left side, and it's caught. A nice safe throw there to the left side of the field. Dave Axis brings it in, and San Diego will spend their last time out. Once again, San Diego up to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield. We're going to send one into motion. That's Noel. And Pickler looking to throw. Throws left side, and it's caught by Noel. Noel carries the defender with him, and he's down to about the 42-yard line.
I like the resilience of San Diego right there, pushing it. No huddle. Probably going to stop the clock here.
Yep. So a good stop there. And I'm looking at some records and things here, and the most points that Tulsa has ever scored in a game was 52 at home in 2024 against the Carolina Skyhawks. So they're entering that realm. They are entering that realm here. San Diego with Pickler under center. 27 seconds to go in the half. Pickler is looking to throw. Throws right side. Gets it to McWaffle. McWaffle is going to get tackled. A good tackle from behind. And with 21 seconds left, they're going to race up to the line of scrimmage. And let's see, are they going to spike it on 3rd and 5 with 15 left? No, they're going to play it out. Pickler rolls out right. Throws deep left side of the field. And it falls incomplete. It's 4th and 5, and I don't think they were quite in field goal range.
No, not quite. Good job out of defense right there, just knocking it down. Sometimes it's not the interception that you can get, but if you can just knock the ball down, that's just as good. They're going for it.
They're going to go for it, and I agree. I mean, at this point in the game, you probably should go for it in these situations. Just don't do anything too crazy here.
I would say that if Manning wasn't playing against them.
Yeah. He's going to hand it off to Noel. A bizarre 4th and 5 play call with 11 seconds left in the half. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Desperados.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they were trying to catch them all guard because that fullback dive has been working. I just think that it wasn't the right time to call that play. But Tulsa has 9 seconds. We've seen Manning score in like 5 seconds. There's enough time to throw the ball down the field.
Well, let's see. I mean, like you said, it's only taken Manning about 9 seconds to score all game. Let's see what they do. Brown is just going to hand it off here to Jones. Jones gains about 3 on the carry, and that will do it for the first half. At the end of the first half, the scoreboard reads the Desperados 38, San Diego 10, as we have a all-timer here in terms of single-player performances from Tulsa. We'll be back in just a moment, my friend, here with the halftime show. Back here at the halftime break, and Anthony, my name's PDJ Zeller. Anthony, listen alongside me. And Anthony, what else can we really say about this game other than this is the Gabe Manning legacy game that we are witnessing here today?
We're sealing the MVP talks. He's getting into the realms of one of the greats right here. This has been a great season to watch. For San Diego, it's just been 3 turnovers that's had this lead break out like this. And, you know, I'm not saying the game is over by far. They can score 38 points as well as Tulsa can, but they have to start by this opening drive right here and guarding that man right there, Manning, so he doesn't have more yardage.
Obviously, the game's at hand here still, but we got to talk. The big thing we're watching out for is Gabe Manning in this game. 286 receiving yards, 7 receptions for 4 touchdowns. The all-time record in a single SFL game is 377 by Dr. Sim. So he is within 100 yards of the all-time receiving record. And folks, we are on history watch here in this one today. So for the Mavericks, here we go. They're going to receive the ball to start the second half. And it's going to be returned up to the 10, 15, 20, 25. Britton breaks a tackle up to 27. And we're going to send it back to Cam Irvine in the studio for a game update.
Thanks, Petey. After Atlanta struggled against Houston on the Monday Night Spectacular on a short week, they have turned things around. Chris Henry with an interception here. Atlanta up on Charleston 21-7 late in the first half. As Charleston tries to get to 6-5, Atlanta needs a win to stay in contention and get to 6-6. They are off next week. Back to you in Tulsa.
A good game shaping up out there. Thank you, Cam, as we are back here. And getting a look at Pickler for the first time in the second half after some locker room adjustments. That one is caught. Actually, yeah, it was caught, and it lost a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I don't think that pass was supposed to go to the tight end right there, but, you know, that's just not the start you want.
2nd and 11. They're going to make a little bit of a change here. They're going to send a receiver into motion. Receiver into motion right now. That was Dave Axis. Looking to throw Pickler, right side. It's complete to McWaffle. McWaffle, nothing doing there. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's still 3rd and 11.
I appreciate the call because the point of a screen pass is to catch that defense being aggressive down the field, and then you can just throw it right behind the defense. But good job by that linebacker waiting for it, recognizing the play, and making a good stop.
Under center Pickler, 3rd and 11. Trip set of receivers, bottom of the screen. Pickler rolls out, looking that way, and he's going to take off. Pickler with a lot of room to run, and he gets met just before the line to gain, and it'll be 4th and 2. And for Pickler, a solid effort.
And Pickler's doing a great job. He's doing everything he can right here. Almost 200 yards passing. Has a good completion percentage right here. It's just doing everything he can. And Tulsa just has a defense to respond to it.
The 2024 SFL convention is heading to South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas, just south of Houston, July 12th through 14th, featuring live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgate, pool party, and more. For all the convention details, visit simulationfl.net/news/convention to reserve your room, see the event schedule, and more. And that sounds like a whole lot of fun right there. I might have to check that out myself, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying to get there.
So it's 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff. And right there for Phoenix Jones, he'll gain 4 yards on the carry. It's 2nd and 6. And maybe Tulsa going to be a little more conservative here in the second half, given the score.
The running game, they can get some good yardage out of it here. But, I mean, honestly, the passing game has been their strength all season. I wouldn't steer that far away from it.
2nd down and 6. I formation. And it's going to be a handoff. This time it will go up the middle to James, I believe, that time. And, yeah, that was Deion James on the carry. It's 3rd down and 2 as Tulsa slowing things down a little bit here.
Yeah, good ISO run right there. Just right up the guard. Just follow right behind it. Saw some daylight here. This is going to be a good 3rd down conversion if they can get it.
Here we go, handoff to Phoenix Jones, and he gets it. It's 1st down and 10, and the run game coming alive now for Tulsa as they're leaning heavy on it. And you know, it's funny because we've talked so much about the passing attack this game because obviously the things that have happened, but really for the running game, it has not been a bad season whatsoever for Tulsa. On the season, Phoenix Jones has 607 yards. He is 12th in the league in that. He has 4 touchdowns. Deion James, only 135, but he doesn't get a ton of carries either. We're talking about a respectable run game here. It is going to be A man in motion. It's Gabe Manning. He goes right side of the screen. Empty backfield set. Looking to throw is Brown. Brown throws deep over the middle, and it is intercepted! Intercepted by the Mavericks there. This one's going to be turned up to about the 50-yard line, and a good job there by King Bradshaw.
And we were waiting to see if one of these drop interceptions was going to turn into one, because they had opportunities earlier in the game for interceptions, and right there that's what they did. They capitalized on it. They came down with an interception. That's what you need for San Diego. Now you got to go back there on offense and get some points.
And that is very interesting. And Brown really hasn't had the greatest game here, despite everything that's going on. This has not been what I would say one of his better performances. I've actually called quite a few Michael Brown games. Despite the great box score, it's been a little rough. Here's a handoff. This time it's going to go to Noel. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. But Anthony, it's weird to say with everything happening, but it's not been his finest hour.
Yeah, I'm about to say there's still time, right? There's still going to be time. Going back to the interception, I don't mind it. It was a good play. They had Manning in the slot. They were just waiting for it.
2nd down and 9, Mavericks. They got to move fairly quick here. I mean, it's getting late early. Pickler under center, looking to throw. Drops back, throws, middle, and it is caught. Britton having a great game. He goes down the sideline. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Mavericks, just what the doctor ordered. Doug Britton with a house call. And quietly, Britton has had a very solid game here, Anthony. Right now, just looking at the box score, he has 5 receptions for 108 yards and 1 touchdown. And with everything Manning's doing, we've kind of missed Britton's a good game.
And it's been this route right here. It's the seam route from the tight end position when Tulsa's running a cover 3. When you run that seam route in the cover 3, that safety that's playing center field has to either commit to that route or you need some help by somebody else right here. I love the play call. They've been seeing that's the weakness in Tulsa all game. Finally, they capitalize on it.
The kick is up, and the kick is good, and that will make things a little bit closer as the score is now 38-17, pulling back within 21 of San Diego, 6:19 left to play. There's time. There's time, Anthony. That's all I can say.
And that's all we can ask for is time for a good game right here. Let's see. San Diego got an interception. Let's see what they can do with it.
It's going to be returned by Manning. Manning goes up the middle, makes a spin move to the right, and he will get it back up to the 31-yard line. That's where Tulsa will take over. And if I'm being honest with you here, Anthony, I think Tulsa should continue to be aggressive. Aggression's what got them their lead. I don't think they should take their foot off the gas now.
No, not at all right here, because you don't want to start feeling the momentum to be shifting to San Diego here. You know you can pass the ball. I would do that. I would stick to being aggressive, but just be mindful of trying to throw it into triple coverage too, Manny, because you do have other great receivers on that team.
They're coming out with a spread look here. One back in the backfield. I believe that is James. They're going to send a man into motion. That is Alexander West. And it will be a handoff. That time it's Phoenix Jones. Jones gains 2 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 8.
And San Diego right here, they're looking for another stop here. Even if it's not a turnover, a 3 and out, because you do have time that's ticking. Tulsa, they're trying to get with the balance here. They do have some good blocking up front.
Second down and 8. And it will be a handoff. This time it is Jones. Jones gains about 4 on the carry. It's 3rd and 4.
Big 3rd down right here. I will send pressure if I'm San Diego right here. I don't want them to give them time to pass the ball if they are. Tulsa right here, maybe thinking about staying on the ground here, because they're probably thinking San Diego's like, oh, we're going to pass. You're going to pass it. So maybe you run the ball here 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Sending a man into motion. Once again, it's Alexander West. West goes left side. Brown's looking to throw it. Brown rolls out right. He's going to take off. Brown, 1st down and then some. He tries a spin move there. Not effective, but it does get the 1st down. It's 1st and 10.
I love it. Didn't want to force the ball right there. Recognize that the first down was available. I love the knowledge of knowing where the first down is, recognizing that you need to get to it before you take any hits, and that's right there. That's how you keep a drive alive, and that's how you keep a offense off the field that just scored.
Brown with 3 receivers outright, 1 receiver on an island. That is Gabe Manning. This has been an effective set for him all game, and they go run. Phoenix Jones. Jones on the carry. He gains 7 yards. Good carry. It is 2nd and 3.
And just staying on the field right there means that San Diego's defense has to stay on the field, and then you're running more clock. The defense is going to get tired. So this is a good, slower pace for Tulsa.
Brown, toss it. That one's going to go to, or rather James, I apologize, Deion James. He gains 1 yard on the carry. It's 3rd and 1. They've been kind of going back and forth between the 2 backs every play.
Yeah, and just to have that balance, that mixture, or the thunder and the lightning situation, but they're grinding it out right here. They're going to probably run it again. It's just up to San Diego to stop it.
Here we go, Phoenix Jones, and does he get there? He does. He gets it and some. Big gain there. It's going to be 1st and 10 after he gained 10 down the sideline, and that was a big one for Tulsa, and San Diego's going to be wishing they could have had that initial contact back, so they almost got him down, but it's a 1st down.
Just like we said earlier in the game, you got to catch those interceptions, come down with it. You got to make those key tackles. If you make the tackle at the point of contact, that's 4th down, and they're going to punt the ball. But now that's another 1st down for Tulsa, and it keeps San Diego's offense off the field.
Brown. This time it's going to sit left-hand side to Jones. Rather James, I apologize, Deion James. Does not go very far. And if you look at the team stats, this looks like it's a neck-and-neck close game, just, barn burner here. The total team stats there do not represent the score we're looking at.
Yeah, the biggest thing is 3 turnovers to 1 that made this a different type of game.
I mean, look at San Diego has 16 first downs compared to 7 for Tulsa. Brown throws deep right side, and it is caught. That is the first catch of the game for Sanzo Robinson. We have not said the 12-year veteran's receiver's name much this game, but he gets a big one there.
And as we saw with Jay Viper in the 2nd quarter, you're not getting a lot of touches this game, but when your number is called, you just got to be ready. And that's exactly what the 14-year veteran was ready for, recognizing that you're open. You just got to catch it and come down with it and just always be ready. That's the key thing for this offense for Tulsa. Every player is ready when their number is called.
Brown looking a little bit better on this drive. Looks like he's calmed down. And it's 1st down and 10. Empty backfield here. Looking to throws over the middle, and it is caught that time for 6 yards by the tight end, DJ Bandit. Bandit with a good catch. It is now 2nd and 4.
So now what you're seeing out of Brown is, okay, they're double teaming Manning. I'm gonna spread the ball out. I'm gonna show you that you're gonna have to guard every receiver out there, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna run the ball at you.
They're going to send Bandit into motion. Bandit now lines up far right. And it's a handoff to James. James with good space up the middle, and he is going to get all the way down to about the 6-yard line. It is 1st down and goal.
And what we're seeing with James right there, that was patient, waiting for the hole to develop right there. So you're waiting to see what your offensive line is going to do, what the defense is going to do, and then you're going to hit the hole as soon as you see it. So I love that. It's a very patient run, and it gets you another 1st down.
1st and goal. And throwing over the middle, he was looking for, I believe, wait to see the number. This is Alexander West, and it falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
So it gets difficult when you're in the red zone because there's less room to maneuver. So we're going to see how you're going to convert this. As San Diego, I would still send pressure.
I agree, and it does look like they might be bringing some here. They're going to send a man into motion, I do believe. Left side, they'll send Marquis Sango, a name we haven't said a lot this game. And it's a handoff. It goes to Phoenix Jones. Jones goes nowhere, maybe loses a yard. It'll be 3rd and goal, likely passing down.
I'm even at the point, if I'm Tulsa, I'm okay with running the ball right here. And if I get a field goal, that's fine. If it's a touchdown, that's even better.
My play here is a post route to Manning. Let's see. Brown rolls out. He goes right. He's going to throw back across his body, and it's almost picked off, but it falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal, and they will now attempt a field goal. And a field goal, it's still a 3-possession game with a field goal.
Yeah, that's why I'm okay with getting the field goal, because that right there could have been a situation where you turn the ball over and then you get no points. So that's a little risky right there, but take the field goal here and just play some defense.
San Diego tries for the block, but to no avail. Yuki scores it, and it is 41-17 as Tulsa having a historic night as a team, as individual players, and now for the Mavericks, they need to be all gas, no brakes if they want any shot to get back in this game, in a game that likely saved their season. But with a loss, we'll put it in murky waters.
There's still time. You know, you recognize you can score quickly because you did that last drive right there. You can exploit the Tulsa's cover 3 defense. It's just about putting everything together.
Here's a return by Britton. Britton brings it back up at the 27-yard line, and this is where Pickler and the offense will take over. As it's got to be quick now, Anthony. It's not like we were talking about early in the game where they have time. They don't have time. They got to strike fast, they got to strike hard, and they got to strike quick.
Yeah, and you still have to be confident and just be aware you don't want to fall into what Tulsa likes to do, which is that like the sky zone blitz when, you know, your corners are playing underneath, but then they peel off. So you just got to be careful with that. Just look at your reads.
Pickler's going to send a man into motion. Coming across the screen, that is Eagle Mondavi, a name we hear a lot in a lot of games. Has been pretty quiet here tonight. Pickler is going to hand it off there to Hunter McWaffle. It gains nothing on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and this is falling into Tulsa's lap. What they want to do on defense is guard the pass here. Good job by that linebacker, just stuffing them before anything can go. Let's see what can happen.
Pickler looking to throw. Throws right side, and it is caught. Matson, Benji Matson having a good game, and it's a 1st down. Another catch for him. For Matson, that'll be his 6th catch on the game, his 7th catch on the game for 80 total yards, and it's been a good game for him.
And Benji is doing everything that he can to help with the team right there. You can tell that he has a good relationship with Pickler. Good 1st down.
Got to keep him moving if you're the San Diego Mavericks right now. Pickler looking to throw. Throws right side, gets it. Matson steps out of bounds after gaining 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do like that blitz call by Tulsa right there because he has to get the ball out quicker than he wants to. So keep it aggressive. You don't want to just play all coverage right there. And it's a good job. I will start to keep an eye out for Benji Matson right now.
2nd and 8, it's a handoff. McWaffle goes nowhere. He's had a pretty quiet game. It's 3rd and 8, and that'll end the quarter. At the end of the 3rd quarter, the scoreboard reads the Desperados 41, the Mavericks 17 here. As we are going to take a break, we'll be right back.
The of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. For San Diego, they take over now, and a play upcoming here for Pickler. He rolls out left, fires back across his body, throws, and it's complete. And that one, he snuck it in there that time, and it is a 1st down to B. Robo, who has his 2nd catch of the game.
Very tough catch right there. Good job by the offensive line, giving him enough time to make that throw. And that's a bang play right there. Double coverage too.
First and 10. Pickler under center. He throws right side, and it's McWaffle. McWaffle runs for 6 yards. It is 2nd and 4.
So you got to look at the time now. The clock, the time is against you right here. You want more positive chunk yardage. If you're San Diego, Tulsa, you just want Tulsa's looking for that interception that's going to pretty much seal it. Don't want to give it to him.
If you're Tulsa right now, you're fine with what's happening. As the clock keeps ticking, Noel gains 2. But, I mean, this is just keeping the clock rolling. If you're Tulsa, you're not minding this at all. Even if they run all the way down the field and score a touchdown but burn like 5 minutes off the clock, Tulsa probably doesn't care too much.
No, that's going to help them out.
3. And an absolute have-to-have at first down for San Diego. Their season lays in the waiting here. They're going to send a man into motion. Looks like man coverage. It's Adam Williams. That'll go right side. Pickler rolls out, looks to throw, fires, middle of the field, incomplete. It's 4th and 3, and we'll see if they trot out the field goal unit.
Just good defense by Tulsa. Just blanketing the receivers is just really tough to always come down with those tough catches here. I would just take the points if I'm in San Diego and then just hope to try to force some turnovers.
Well, here's Cliff Allen for the field goal. I want to go over playoff implications here now that the score is starting to look a little bit more clear. Allen is going to kick it up, and it is good, and that makes the score 40 wins and San Diego loses. This game is not over, but we're going to go over those scenarios as it's starting to look that way. So for Tulsa, they're in a pretty good spot. With a win here today, they now play Denver next week. Denver comes into the week 2-8. They could pick up a win. They're playing a Motor City team that also is doing pretty poor this year. But regardless, Denver, not a great team. Tulsa's going to have a great chance to win that game. If they hold on to win this one and they win against Denver next week, they are a pretty good shot to make the playoffs. Their chances are very high. For San Diego, with a loss today, they will now move on to play, I believe they're playing Indianapolis next week. Indianapolis, I believe, are this week with a 4-6 record, and that's certainly a very winnable game for San Diego. But that is a game that not only are they going to have to win, but they're going to need a lot of help now, Anthony. They're going to need some other teams around the league to lose some games. They're going to need some strength of schedule things to happen with games that are really unrelated to the standings directly. For San Diego, with a loss today, they are going to need a lot of help in a lot of other places. Here comes Brown, though. Brown on first down. 2 receivers outright. It's going to be a toss to Jones. Jones stays on his feet down the sideline, and he picks up a lot there, 15 yards in the carry. It's 1st and 10.
And Pete, and the only thing...
Oh, Phoenix Jones is hurt. That's not what Tulsa wants in a blowout win.
Yeah, you just hope that Phoenix is okay. Maybe sit him for the rest of the game if he comes back, because that's a very important piece of your offense going forward.
Carry on with your thought, Anthony.
So the thing is, you only can control what's in front of you. So if you're San Diego, you just need to focus on finish this game out, see if you can come back, or the win next week, and just see what happens there.
We're still on Manning watch here. Manning is less than 100 yards away from the all-time receiving record in a game. They haven't been throwing a lot, but with Jones out now, that might open things up. Manning's on the bottom of the screen here. Brown looking that way, and he will get it in, not to Manning that time, but he sneaks one in there to Alexander West, and that'll be a 1st down for Tulsa.
And for Tulsa, yes, you're playing a team next week that might be 2-9 and whatnot, but it's still a division rival game, and you have to be careful with that because they have nothing to lose to be on the playoffs, and they could throw everything at you. So these games are important. The biggest thing is you have to focus on what's in front of you, which is the rest of this game, and then focus on next week.
1st and 10. Going to be a handoff. That one will go to James. Deion James. Good carry. Gains 4. It's 2nd down and 6. Brown in the offense. Get back up to the line of scrimmage here. Continue to bleed the clock away. We're still watching a few other records, too. For Tulsa, their all-time record for points in a game is 52. We're getting close to that as well. That one's looking a little unlikely with how they're trying to burn the clock, but certainly still in play. Here's a handoff. That one goes up the gut for maybe about 4 yards. That was David Allen, the backup running back, on the carry there, coming in for Phoenix Jones, who's out with a questionable injury.
And like I said, you just hope that Phoenix Jones is okay. Right here, Tulsa, you don't want to be cautious, yeah, because you know injuries can happen, but you do want to submit this win.
James goes right. He cannot get the first down. It'll be 4th and 3, and likely a field goal attempt there as a nice tackle was made by Trammell. And they're going to let this clock tick down probably close to 6 minutes, and then we'll see if Yuki can make his 3rd field goal of the game. Actually, it's going to be a punt. I thought they were in field goal range. They were not quite in field goal range. And here comes the punt unit. It is Itachi Yuki, and he will punt it away. This is a good punt down to about the 12-yard line. Takes a good bounce, and it will be about the 7-yard line. And I believe that is the first punt we've seen that game for Tulsa.
Yeah, because it's been the Manning show, and then they've been passing it around to other receivers, so the punter just been watching a good football game.
So on the 9-yard line, the Mavericks take over, and things are looking dire. It'll be a toss to McWaffle. McWaffle gets absolutely hit-sticked there by Ware. Ware, on the defensive end, having a pretty solid game himself. Looking at the stats for Ware, he has 7 tackles now and 1 pass defended. But the stats don't really, I think, tell the full story of the game he's having.
Yeah, and they've been tackling really well. You know, Travis Arthur with 8 tackles as well.
Throw left side. It is caught. That one is Eagle Mondavi. He gets it up close to a first down. It'll be 3rd and inches.
And you know, for the Tulsa defense right there, they'll give you the underneath. They've been really stopping them when it comes to the deeper pass, except for that one touchdown that was on a deep pass here. But they've just been like, we'll give you the underneath, but if you throw it deep, we're going to hit you. We're going to stop.
3rd and inches. Pickler hands it off, and it is Noel having a good game. Runs up the gut there and will pick up the first down. Noel on the game. He has 9 carries for 14 yards. Once again, that does not tell the full story. He's picked up a lot of 1-yard first downs. We have a score update. Atlanta leads 35-7 in the other game taking place right now. A couple blowouts here in the early window here for the SFL. As Pickler is going to get sacked in the backfield. Great play there by the defense. The defense got home on the sack that play. Getting the pressure home was Berto Demora. First time we've said his name today.
And it's only the 2nd sack of the game, but it is one of those ones where everything hurts if it's not a positive yardage for San Diego here. So good job by 96, getting on the outside, just beating the tackle for a sack.
2nd and 15. Defense, looks like they're going to go into some zone coverage here, if I had to guess by reading the D. They do. It's going to be a handoff. Noel loses a couple on the carry, and that'll make it 3rd and 16. And now the hurry up for the Mavericks. They quickly get the line of scrimmage. Clock ticks down to 4:30. Pickler looking to sling it. Slings it over the middle, and it is caught by Mondavi. Close to a first down, and they called a first down. I think the yellow line wasn't accurate.
Yeah, but they rushed up to the line before they can challenge anything.
And here's a catch by Doug Britton, continuing his good game there. 6 receptions, 120 yards. Good game for Britton. First down and 10. And now they are just going all gas, no brakes. Throws right side. That one is caught by B. Robo. And they continue to just get back to the line of scrimmage and try to move the ball here.
Yeah, it's keeping that same defense on the field.
And that one swatted away. Not in his house, as J. Rock swats it down. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and it does suck because you see them moving the ball really well. You wish they would done it earlier here, but you know what? This is something that you don't ever want to give up. So right here, they've been playing the ball. They've been playing decently here. They're just trying to see if they can get some more points on the board and then get an onside kick.
Under 4 minutes. Pickler is going to send a man into motion. It's B. Robo. Play clock ticks down under 5. Here's Pickler. Pickler throws middle, incomplete. Now it's 4th and 4. Let's see if the offense decides to go for it or if they accept defeat here. The intended target was B. Robo.
I feel like you should go for it here. You're 4 yards away. Punting the ball is not going to do anything to help you because Tulsa, you just grind out the clock.
They are going to go for it. Pickler with a bunch set of receivers right side. Crowd chants defense. Pickler throws right side, and it's picked off. J-Rock, his 3rd of the game, and J-Rock with an impressive game on the defensive end says see you later to the San Diego Mavericks, and the Tulsa Desperados seal the deal here in crunch time as J-Rock with his 3rd pick of the day.
Game, set, match. J-Rock was very thirsty. Wanted a 3rd interception. Recognized that he got too early, and he didn't get anything thrown his way, but he was just waiting, patient, hat trick right there. Good job by Tulsa defense.
I have a feeling we have a few game balls to give out after this one. As I want to remind everyone that tomorrow night, the Baltimore Vultures and the DC Dragons renew their rivalry with major playoff implications at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. In the nightcap, the Seattle Nemesis can clinch the Pacific Division with a win over Vancouver. Other matchups include Louisiana Jacksonville and Motor City Denver. Catch all the games right here on SFL YouTube. As an injury to San Diego, Holdorf goes down, and in garbage time in a game that's well over, I hate that we're seeing some injuries here.
Yeah, you never want to see injuries regardless of whatever the game is here. So you just hope that everything is okay and you're healthy enough to get back next week because that's an important game for both teams.
Yeah, Holdorf is a very good defender for the Mavericks. They would hate to see him out. Brown. It's going to hand it off again, and James gets buried alive in the backfield. A nice job there by Markham getting in on the tackle. And I like the effort there from Biff Markham, not showing any quit even though the game's over, still showing a lot of effort on those plays.
Yeah, and that's a sign of just what you need going forward. Like this might be out of hand, but you want to keep going, you want to keep fighting because you still are in the playoffs, in the hunt for the playoffs. You just gotta just go back to the drawing board and just see what you could do for next week.
3rd and 13. Letting the play clock bleed all the way down. Handoff to Allen. He goes nowhere, loses a yard. It's 4th and 14. It's the 3rd all-time matchup between these two teams, and the previous 2 times these teams played, they were both very close matchups, each one being decided by 3 points, with each team taking 1 victory. However, this 3rd one was not quite the matchup the first 2 were. So, 4th and 14, we're going to see a punt here from the Desperados. Itachi Yuki has had a pretty easy day in the office, kept his feet up on the bench all day long and had to do a couple punts here late in the going. Punts it away, and it will be fielded at about the 20-yard line, and here comes Britton breaking a tackle. Britton stays on his feet up to the 30-yard line, and that is where San Diego will take over. 2:18 to go.
And for San Diego here, it was a tough day right here. But you got to keep your head up high because you were extremely competitive. You had drives that were in Tulsa's territory multiple times right here. It was just one mistake, and that's the game of football. One turnover and capitalizing can cost you the game right here. So when you go back, when you start focusing on next week's game, you got to say to yourself, hey, we have some good points here. We have some good spots, good plays. Let's capitalize on that for next week.
Looking to throw right side, and it is complete. There we go. Good catch there on the sideline. As not giving up his Pickler, he sneaks into Dave Axis for Axis's first grab of the game, and that is a first down.
That's an impressive catch right there. A little back shoulder, you know, trying to get it before that defensive back can get an interception right there, and that's a good throw too. That's a tough throw to make on the sideline.
1st and 10. Pickler, you see the stats. If you got rid of the interceptions, that's a great game. Unfortunately, the interceptions do exist.
Yeah, that's the tough part about it.
Pickler is going to throw again. Throws right side, and a great hit stick play is made there by the defense, not letting anything get by him is Cameron Shaw, and he forces the incompletion.
Yeah, just laid a boom right there, and the receiver couldn't hold on to it. Tulsa we've seen a lot of big hits from Tulsa today. Actually, both defenses been tackling extremely well.
2nd and 10. Pickler throws left side, and it is caught by Benji Metzen. Once again, having a solid day, man. There's been a lot of good performances for the Mavericks that are going to go unnoticed because the final result of this game as we hit the 2-minute warning. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here with the end of this game. Welcome back. PDJ Zeller alongside Ellison. We are here in the waning moments of this game, and it's really waning moments. Pickler, with 2 minutes left in this game, is going to look to throw, I'd imagine, once again, as they're trying to sneak one in the end zone here late. Pickler steps up, fires. Benji Metzen, here he goes down the sideline, and he in for the touchdown. A feel-good touchdown at the end of this one. That makes 41-26, and for touchdown on the play for him, as that is his 10th reception of the game, and that'll put him up about 120 yards on the day as the booth is reviewing the spot of the ball.
And it's just meant a automatic target for San Diego right here. Just another seam route, just broke the coverage in between. We're trying to see if the ball crosses the plane. I know he fell over a defender, so that ball is still live. We're just trying to double check and see. Man, that's tough right there. You know, it looks like the nose of the football was just short right there, so no touchdown, but still a great pass, and it is a great game for Benji Metzen right here, the tight end for San Diego.
Apologize, that technical difficulty, but that was a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. You get your SFL console, go retroid.com. As here we go, it's 1st and goal. And Metzen gets it anyways, and that gives him an extra catch on the day, too. That's his 11th catch of the day, 130 yards and a touchdown. Great day for Metzen.
Yeah, that's just Metzen saying the ball don't lie. They're saying that they might have gotten the call wrong, so they just went right back to him. Get a touchdown right there. Just a great game for Metzen that's going to be overshadowed by just a better game by Tulsa.
You know, that touchdown was one of those ball don't lie moments. I feel like he got the touchdown anyways. Ball don't lie. Here comes the extra point by Allen. It is up. It is good. That makes the score 41-27, and it's a 14-point game with 2 minutes left. I'll be curious to see if San Diego, with a full array of timeouts, does try an onside kick. Here they come, up to the line. And it looks like it's going to be an onside kick attempt, so things could get goofy, but it's going to take nothing short of a miracle here. The kick is on the ground, and it is recovered by the Desperados. Now, with 3 timeouts to use, the Mavericks could still get the ball back, but they're going to need to be perfect here.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, anything can happen. I'm going to just say that first, but it's going to be tough right here. You got to use all your timeouts.
1st and 10, Brown had the I formation behind my man here on all 3 plays, so for San Diego to burn the timeouts. They do. Jones tackled for a loss. That makes it 2nd and 12. San Diego burns timeout. So San Diego gets a stop there. Brown, once again, I formation. Imagine it could be another run here. They are in field goal range, so something to keep in mind. Handoff, James, and he is going to get closer. That'll be the 2nd timeout for San Diego. And that will be 3rd down and 8, still not quite in field goal range.
And those timeouts are being used right here, so let's see what type of stop can happen here and see if San Diego can get the ball back.
Third down, and it looks about 7. Handoff, James, and he does not get the first down to seal the game. It's 4th and 2 at the 30-yard line. San Diego uses their final timeout, and that is just on the edge of Yuki's range.
I really do like that, just not giving up here, just working as hard as they can. And it's the fight that you need going into the next game.
This is a big kick. If he misses this, the window is just slightly open for San Diego. If he makes it, it's completely closed. Yuki's kick, it is up, and it is complete perfection. Yuki seals the deal, and the Desperados go up 44-27, and that closes the slit of a window that was open there for San Diego for a brief moment.
Yeah, it's been an up and down game for San Diego right here. Tulsa, this is something that you have to feel so confident going into the last game and feel like that you're a team that you need to pay attention to if we get into the playoffs. Because the fact is, if you can score 44 points in a game right here, that is something that is really tough to defend when you have an elite receiver like you do on your team. So I would feel good, Tulsa, and feel like if I'm coming into this playoffs hot, who can stop me? And that includes the top teams in the league here.
And I mean, remember, last week San Diego lost to Canton 47-3. Tulsa has put up about the same amount of points that Canton put up on San Diego. Well, that bodes well here for the Desperados. They aren't going to get this performance out of Gabe Manning every week. By the way, Gabe Manning hasn't had a single catch in the second half, and he still has the game he had. As Jay Rock gets his 4th pick of the game, and he gets it back, and now Tulsa can take the knees on their terms. Rock with a 4-piece extra barbecue sauce on the side, 1:29 to go, and that is all she wrote from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you just don't need to throw it to him. And it's unfortunate. Yeah, that's definitely a 4-piece with a biscuit right there. And it's one of those things where this Tulsa team is extremely dangerous heading into the playoffs if they get in.
And here comes Michael Brown, big old grin on his face. Victory formation. Tulsa is going to move on to play the 2-8 Denver team with their season on the line, essentially, looking in pretty good shape. They take the knee, and they will have to take a few more. San Diego just going to let them take their knees here.
What an incredible defensive performance by Tulsa. And just on offense, too. We saw what happened earlier, but the fact is you can get those many interceptions, the ball hawking skills by it. It just makes them dangerous.
They're going to let that clock run all the way down, I'd imagine. 57 seconds to go in this ball game. Desperados are going to win. 44. The Desperados 6-5. The Mavericks will fall to a record of 5-6, and they both have big games next week. For San Diego, the season's not over. It's going to take a lot of help from a lot of other teams, but if they can win next week against Indianapolis, they have a tiny chance of making the playoffs. For Tulsa, though, their chances are looking really good if they can just avoid any catastrophes next week against Denver. This is going to take one final knee. Brown comes up. All smiles from the Desperados here. Brown takes the knee, And he's going to hold on to that ball. I'm sure somewhere Gabe Manning's going to want that in a case. As with the game over, the final score, 44-27 in favor of the Tulsa Desperados. And Anthony, when we talk about this game, one thing we got to say, just absolutely historic, as in this game, didn't get the all-time receiving mark, but Gabe Manning set the all-time 4K23 single-game receiving yards record with 286 yards in the game and 5 touchdowns. Just a historic game, all-time record for the team, all-time record for him, obviously. An incredible, incredible game.
And it was just a absolute thing of beauty to watch right here. You see why he should be MVP, and you see why this team should not be taken lightly going forward right here. The fact is that he didn't have a catch in the second half and had all those yardage. It just shows that the rest of the team can do their job. They can catch the ball when they're ready. They're ready when their number is called. And then a good job by the running game, keeping it balanced, keeping them on their feet with running the ball effectively. It don't have to be a lot of yardage. It's just effective runs at the effective time right here. So this is a good job by the Tulsa team. San Diego, you put up your points. You realize that you didn't have no quit in you. So take that into the next game and then let faith does what it needs to do. Maybe you can get in.
Well, we have 2 game balls to give out. I'll give out one, Anthony, you give out the other. I'm going to give mine to the obvious, obviously. I'm going to give mine to Gabe Manning. We talked about the stats, we talked about the history, but just the way he did it too. It's not like he lucked into those catches. I mean, he did it in all sorts of manner. We even had a reverse back up the field, back up the gut for about 80 yards. Ridiculous game from Gabe Manning. He gets my game ball. A historic night here in Tulsa for him. Anthony, your game ball.
Ooh, J-Rock. J-Rock. It's to get one interception is tough. But 4? Yeah. Right there, just was hungry, was thirsty the whole entire time, and just wanted everything there. That's just a fantastic performance.
Well, we'll do it here from Tulsa, Oklahoma. My name is PDJ Zeller, alongside me, Anthony Ellison. Fantastic call tonight. And back in the studio, Cam Irvine, running all the equipment, making sure everything runs smoothly, doing the hard work, so me and Anthony's job is easy. We appreciate him. On behalf of Paulie and Hacker, doing all of our stats here tonight. Take it easy, my friend. We will see you next time on the SFL.